What's your poison? What's your pleasure? Oh, my city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, 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 oh. Give it up. My city, my city. My city, my city. Where do you go when your heart's with a fever? When she's cruel, but you won't leave her. Oh, here we are, all the freaks and believers, all the sweet neon dreamers. Oh, my city. She never sleeps, my city. She never weeps, my city. She keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, 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 oh. Give it
What's the story, NXT fans? Tonight's topics on the Wrestle Story include
Mia Yim looking for Shayna,
Imperium takes out Moustache Mountain.
and Roderick Strong next in line for a shot at the North American Championship.
All that and more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, every Wednesday after NXT, and after every pay-per-view. We also have special streams that we have.
No, I'm just dying. The way you said that. Moustache Mountain.
Isn't that how they say it?
No, otherwise known as Mustache Mountain.
Well, that's what I'd rather say, but
Like-
I've heard him say Moustache Mountain, so I was like, all right, I'll just throw a little twist in here.
I was like, what in the world? It's Mustache Mountain, but Moustache Mountain, whatever. You know, that was funny.
I've heard him call it Moustache Mountain, and would
It's
just like,
probably because they're British and that's the way their accent, it like comes out.
that's why I was doing it.
Oh, that was funny.
Except for I wasn't British.
That was funny. Alrighty, guys. So, it is Wednesday. We're talking NXT and NXT UK. And, I'm not gonna lie, this week's shows were kind of a little bit underwhelming.
Well, considering they're like pre-taped and everything, I figured they would be.
Like, I didn't know what was supposed to happen this week.
I look for things to pick up after Extreme Rules. Or after, however long they've pre-taped shows for,
They've pre-taped all the way through August.
which seems kind of stupid. doesn't
Because that's when they have TakeOver.
it? Yeah, well, that's kind of dumb.
2K cover will be revealed real soon. Y'all have to check it out.
I think it's going to be Seth and Becky.
Seth was already on the cover. It's going to be Becky.
I think they're going to put them both on there.
No, they're not. It's just going to be Becky.
And they're going to have, like, a true love story.
Y-
WWE 2K20.
Stop. You know what, you guys? We're probably all going to be wrong, and it's not going to be Becky at all, and I'm going to be severely disappointed.
Yes, it's going to be Hulk Hogan.
No, it isn't.
The Undertaker.
Weird. So,
Andre the Giant.
as I said, the show is kind of a bit underwhelming.
Yeah,
Both of them
it was.
from previous weeks.
I don't know. I didn't think the NXT UK was bad.
Like, I mean, wrestling-wise, they were good, but it felt like story-wise, it was just very underwhelming and a little bit bore me to sleepish.
Told you. Becky and Seth.
It's not going to be Becky and Seth. It's just going to be Becky. Now it's a matter of which picture they use. What if they do an entirely
Oh,
new
now we're going to
picture?
get into which picture they use. Does it matter?
Yeah. Because there are multiple different things they could do with it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, so, yeah.
That's a matter of which picture they use and which makeup she had on when they took the picture.
It's always the same. Jeez. You don't pay attention. But yeah. Wrestling-wise, it was a good show. Good matches.
Yeah.
But story-wise, it was lacking a little bit from what it normally is.
Well, like I said, it could be better, but, I mean, I don't expect... Right now, it's just, like, using a lot of pre-tape stuff. I don't expect a lot to be...
NXT this week was, out of the two, severely disappointing. So we had... The first thing on the card was Aliyah versus Mia Yim, and Mia Yim ends up walking out with the win. Say that 5 times fast.
Mia Yim walks out with the win. 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 Mia Yim walks out with the win.
Yeah, you kind of stumbled over that third time you did it.
Okay, but I said it 5 times.
No, but it's hard because it's in.
Is that like there's no place like home? There's no place like home.
No, I would screw that up.
Oh.
So she gets the win, and then she goes over to the commentary desk, and she just tells us that she just wanted to let everybody know that Shayna's days as champion are numbered. She's getting a title shot at TakeOver. I'm kind of leaning towards them actually putting the belt on her
Yes,
instead of Io next.
I expect that.
And then Shayna moves up
I wouldn't
for
be
SummerSlam.
I wouldn't be shocked if. Well, I don't know because with all the changes being made, I don't know what they're gonna do.
But that's kind of what I'm expecting now, because before I was kind of like, well, I think Io makes the most sense
Yeah,
to have her be the one to ultimately take the title from Shayna. But she's not going to have a title match with Shayna at
yeah.
TakeOver, which would be the logical place for her to lose it at.
Well, it would be.
And there isn't a spot there for an NXT pay-per-view in between there and...
James, they're not gonna screw Becky over at NXT. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
There's not a spot...
But she is gonna lose at Extreme Rules. Sorry, I had to get that in.
There's not going to be a spot for Shayna to lose her championship between TakeOver and SummerSlam to then be at SummerSlam. For them to have time to build something up for SummerSlam.
Well, we'll see what they do. Things may change
So
after
I almost
Extreme
feel
Rules.
if they're moving her up, then she has to lose it at TakeOver, and that would be to Mia Yim. And I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
I think Io makes more sense because she's been fighting Shayna for months.
Yeah.
And I think they should give her the championship. I think they ultimately will. But
That depends on what they have planned for you.
yeah. But ultimately, I think I hate Shayna with every fiber of my being.
Well, I would have said she's going to take the title from her, but you don't have to worry about it because that's going to happen at Extreme Rules.
Shayna's not going to be at Extreme Rules.
That's what I said. I would say that Shayna would take it from Becky, but she's not going to be at Extreme Rules, so you don't have to worry about Shayna taking it from her.
Oh, we have to worry about Lacey.
Yes.
Whoop-de-doo. Exciting. So, yeah, she tells us Shayna's days as champion are numbered, and then we're done with that. Then we get a recap of Io turning on Candice last week. Excellent.
So to answer your question, James, was Candice
She
there
was
tonight?
not on the show, but she was on the show.
Yes.
She was in a little promo video from last week.
Yes.
So she wasn't actually on the show. But there's
Yes.
so many fireworks going off in the background.
Yes. It's okay. Just keep the show going.
Alrighty, so yeah, that, it was 5 minutes that were taken up of the show that we could have been using something else more important.
Yeah, definitely.
But whatever. So then we get told that next week we're going to be getting the Street Profits versus Burch and Lorcan for the championships.
Yes.
Is this where they lose them?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think they're still walking into TakeOver as the champions,
Probably.
and then they're going to lose them.
I would guess so.
Because this is going to be like their first title defense.
Yes.
Ever.
I agree.
I don't see them losing it.
No.
So. We have that, and then we get another Adam Cole NXT Championship World Tour video where he goes to Johnny Gargano's father's pizza place or whatever, and he orders pizzas and takes them back to a performance center in Ohio, and he he takes them back to a training center where there's a whole bunch of wrestlers that are training, and he's like, oh yeah, I know you guys all look up to Gargano and you think he's all that in a bag of chips, but he's really not because I'm better than him, and you all should just see that. But here's some pizza from his dad's pizza place if you guys, wanted to eat it. But I'm the best. Thank you. I think we need Adam back on the show.
Yeah.
Not just in these stupid promo videos.
Well, I think part of that is, like, they're trying to give some other people some
spotlight,
but I think
so.
Part of the problem is
another
with
part
everything.
Of the problem is that he's like doing the tour around places, and so he's not at Full Sail.
Everything
to tape.
being, but also the fact that everything is pre-taped, it's kind of messed up everything.
Yeah.
So I think that's
just a little bit.
Yeah. Then we have Kushida versus some guy they got off the street.
Local talent. They didn't even introduce him. They didn't tell us who he was. He's probably somebody from the NXT training place.
Probably.
They didn't tell us who he was.
Apparently they don't have enough
when
people.
They didn't tell us who he was.
Put in a
knew
match against
Kushida was going to squash him. And they were like, oh, well, who's Kushida going to fight next? Anybody but this loser?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty obvious Kushida's going to win if you don't tell us who this dude is.
Yes.
So, and they did this twice during the show. Which is why I also felt that this show was kind of a flop, because the matches on NXT UK were good, but the matches on NXT were pretty much not good.
No,
not yet. Probably next week. The week after.
Yeah, probably.
I would assume, at least.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know with all this stuff being pre-taped and stuff. I don't know where they're headed with it or anything like that.
Dude, it's all pre-taped all the way to TakeOver. So everything that we have talked about that's going to play out is going to play out.
That's what I'm saying is they could change things. They could put on another show and change things up. So it just depends on what they want to do with it. Because after Extreme Rules, if Triple H is truly going back down and just doing NXT, things could change.
Things could change, but they're not going to change now because TakeOver, everything's already pre-taped and they're not going to go back and redo it all.
They might.
We've already seen everything.
Okay, but they may change it.
Okay. Who knows? But everything's pre-taped at this point, and I'm thoroughly expecting to see this either next week or the week after.
Probably.
At some point in time, we're seeing Io with her new gimmick. Who knows? So Kushida wins. Then we get the what is this called? The tournament.
The
new people.
Yeah.
Yeah. The new people tournament.
Yeah. I wanted to say the buy-in, but that's AEW.
I can't think of what it's called.
Yeah.
I didn't write it down. It's a tournament. It's still round one. We started this last week, and it was Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Cameron Grimes. And Cameron Grimes gets the win. This is the best match on the card. Well, no. Because the main event was pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Match-wise. But I do think this was a pretty good match for what it's worth.
Well, again, I think this tournament could have been done in, like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Instead of, like, playing this out, like, one match a week stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they did that because the final match is going to be a TakeOver.
Well, I get that, but so then wait till the last 3 weeks to put the, like, whole thing together.
I don't know. Don't have a clue. So, Cameron Grimes ends up getting the win, and it was a really good match. I thought it was a really good wrestling match. There were a lot of back and forth spots.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So then we had Bianca Belair versus, again, don't know who this was.
No.
Which is why, once again, I was like,
It's kind of weak.
she's going to squash her.
Yes. A week.
In a matter of 2 seconds.
Yes.
Oh, for spoiler, WWE's thinking about putting... No. Shouldn't be true. They don't know what they're doing if they put the title on Shane.
If they do that, then The Miz is going to be the world champion at some point in time.
That'd be dumb.
Yeah.
So Bianca Belair gets the win.
Yes.
It's a good match. Then we have Matt Riddle fighting video. This was another pointless video.
Yeah.
It was like Matt Riddle in his at-home gym or something like that, fighting a punching bag.
Yeah, he was talking about MMA and karate and all kinds of stuff and wrestling and...
Something that wasn't really needed.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't get what
are we doing with Matt Riddle now?
the whole point of this was.
What are we doing with him now?
I don't know.
Yeah. He went from being a championship guy to now, what are we doing with him?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Figure it out, people. I know where they're going with him because I've seen stuff, but what are we doing with him right now?
Don't know.
Don't either. So then we get to the main event. Roderick Strong versus Tyler Breeze. This is a good match.
Yes.
Now because Roderick Strong won, and Tyler Breeze is the one who just fought for the North American Championship and was looking to go fight for it again, Roderick is going to get a shot at Dream, at TakeOver. Thoroughly expecting this.
I agree.
Just makes the most sense. I'm expecting all of Undisputed Era to be in a match at TakeOver.
I agree.
And then they're all going to win.
Yeah. That would not shock me.
Dang. Okay, I'm all better now.
Good job.
That tea revived me.
I expect Roderick Strong to win.
The North American Championship?
Yes.
Me too. I expect all of Undisputed Era to win at TakeOver.
Yeah.
Because I'm expecting Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano again, because we're still hung up on Gargano in these videos.
Yeah.
I am expecting... glad for Bianca. Wish she got called up rather than Shayna, in my humble opinion. You know, I think Bianca's another one that should go up to the main roster shortly thereafter Shayna. Because they're ultimately going to bring Shayna up first. In my mind. And they're going to do something with her right away.
I think so too.
And I think they're going to treat her like Ronda Rousey.
Probably.
Then, after that, I think the next set of females that should be brought up would be Bianca, and then probably Io, and then probably Mia.
Yes.
Just based on what they're doing now.
Yeah.
Those are going to be your top women.
I agree.
Because...
Unless NXT becomes a third show that the WWE has.
I mean, yeah, sure. Unless you do that.
Yeah.
But those would be the women I see coming up next in that order.
I agree.
Because I think it would make most sense.
Yep.
Also, it would make sense for Bianca to come up because they don't like to split up couples. And her husband is going to be on Raw now. And so you just kind of know that shortly thereafter she's going to be coming up too, and she's probably going to be placed on Raw.
Yeah.
Because her husband is on Raw.
Yeah.
Street Profits.
Yep.
Montez Ford.
Yep.
For those that don't know. And they don't like to split up couples.
Yeah.
That would be why Andrade got moved back to SmackDown because of Charlotte.
Yeah.
And Zelina went with him, so then Aleister had to be moved over as well. Which people were confused about. They were like, wait. You drafted Aleister to Raw, but then the next day you move him back to SmackDown. And then they, looked at it and were like, oh, got it. Because Zelina's over there. That's why. So I'm thoroughly expecting her to come up soon, too.
Yeah, I agree. Hi, Scott.
What's up?
Sorry I'm late. NXT UK and NXT were great. We didn't like NXT as much.
Yeah.
We thought it was kind of a letdown compared to what they've had in the past.
Yeah, like last week. I didn't love NXT as much this week. In my opinion, like you said, I just didn't feel it was the way it was last week. And like, the people that they put in matches, I didn't love, because they had at least 2 matches on the card that were 2 big stars against 2 no-names.
Yeah.
Literal no-names. Like, they didn't tell us their names at all. So we knew they were going to get squashed. So that was a little disappointing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's why I felt like the show wasn't super great. And then there were a whole bunch of promo videos. I think the only, like, super... I loved these 2, like, segments would be, like, the Mia segment at the beginning and then Roderick Strong at the end.
Yeah.
That match was really good. So that would be it, like the beginning and the end of the show. Everything in the middle was just kind of bleh.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, wasn't great.
No.
Compared to, like, the last several weeks.
Definitely not.
Well, so then we get on to whatever James said. He said, then I'm done if they do. Becky is the top star. How dare you disrespect the queen, Becky? Well, I mean, like, you know what I mean? They'd be the next set of, from top stars from NXT. I should have rephrased that. They're the top women stars from NXT. And I would thoroughly expect them to be the next ones to be called up.
Yep.
In that order.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I meant. Because Becky is the top women's star right now. I mean, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
So you're not even going to put up an argument. Good.
Well, she is right now because she's got the title and they're the one they focus on her. Till after Extreme Rules.
So then we get on to NXT UK, and I did think the show was really good. So we started the show off with Rhea Ripley, and she came out and she says that she's tired of Piper Niven, saying that she's better than her in the women's division, and she wants to prove her wrong, and she doesn't want to wait until later. She wants to do it right now. So their match goes on first. Piper comes out, and they have their match, and it was really close. I wasn't quite sure who they were going to have win, just because, depending on where they wanted to go next for the women's championship.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were going to do. But Piper Niven ended up getting the win, and Rhea Ripley did not look super happy about that.
No.
And commentary was talking all about how, you know, she could be next in line to get a shot after Kaylee Ray.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
No.
Because I think that is coming. Piper Niven will be NXT Women's UK champion.
I agree.
At some point.
Yes.
If not the next one, then shortly thereafter.
Yes.
Because I think they're going to move Tony as well.
Yeah, I believe so.
Because Tony is one of the huge, huge stars over there, and if you put her on one of the big shows, I think you're going to draw in a whole different set of people there.
Yeah, I think so too.
That wouldn't necessarily watch Raw or SmackDown on the daily basis.
Yeah.
Just because they watch NXT UK.
Yeah.
Which tends to be better than all of it combined.
Yeah.
So, I think they're going to end up moving her.
I think so too.
It just makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's... The thing is, I wish they would just, like, combine more.
Yeah.
Because, like, instead of just NXT UK, I mean, you could have the NXT UK, but, like, have some of their stars come over here, send some of the American stars over there, and do it that way.
Yeah.
And then they get exposure across both of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Just do that. So then we get Jack Starz versus Alexander Wolfe. Oh, but in between there was a segment between Noam Dar and what's his butt from last week. He came out with the chair.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
You all know who I'm talking about. Can't think of what his name is.
Yeah.
And
the name slips the mind.
That happens to me all the time. Can't think of what his name is. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Or it's not.
Whatever. No one will be.
Tony Howard putting Tony on Raw with Becky.
They'll have an amazing feel. Yeah.
Especially when you have both of them not holding the titles. All right.
Can't think of what his name is. Amazing feel. Could have an amazing feel too.
Or feud.
Whatever. Noam Dar shoved the dude's face in the mud. That's what that was, because he turned on him last week, but didn't
Yeah.
really turn on him. He just didn't hand him the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got mad.
Yep.
Shoved him in the mud.
Yep.
It was kind of entertaining.
Yep.
So, then we have Jack Starz versus Alexander Wolfe. And this is a good match. I figured Alexander Wolfe was going to win. It's like his first singles match back since...
I think eventually what's going to happen, he's going to get a push for the title against Walter.
Yeah, I said that last week or the week before.
Yeah, and I think that...
I think the whole reason they brought him in was to have him... He can be like, I've gotten on the inside. He trusts me. Cool. Now I'm going to kick him upside the head.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I want the title.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's what I see happening.
Yep.
Totally think that's why he was brought in.
I think so too.
That just makes the most sense to me. And because this was his first singles match back, I thoroughly expected him to win.
Yes.
And which he did. Good match.
It was a good match.
I haven't seen much of Alexander Wolfe just because they never used him on TV as a part of Sanity. Except for that 1 week or 2 weeks where they were Shane's security guards.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I've seen some of his NXT stuff, but not tons of Sanity. I just wasn't really ever, like, I guess I wasn't really drawn to Sanity. Not like they were bad, but, like, I wasn't, interested in them like I was other teams.
Yeah.
So I didn't really pay much attention to them.
Wade Barrett should come back. I got some bad news.
I've got some bad news. Yeah, that's his thing.
Yes, bad news Barrett. Yeah.
It's funny. It was funny.
Definitely.
He used to have an alliance with Rusev. Now Rusev is no longer on TV, and neither is Wade Barrett. So, you know, it's funny how things work out.
A lot of people aren't on TV anymore.
Where is Rusev? There was like a commercial on the television a little bit ago on the WWE
He's the same
Network
place everybody else has been.
for Rusev.
Probably chasing around the 24/7 champion.
No, he isn't.
He's probably looking for Maverick.
Like, I don't even know where is he. And Lana hasn't been on TV either, which I'm okay with, because I don't really like Lana.
Yeah.
She's not good in the ring.
Yeah.
It's like Lacey.
Yeah.
She's not good in the ring, but they constantly used her. But then they stopped. They never pushed her for a title because they realized that she wasn't good in the ring. And so that was good. Yeah. Good question? Don't know. And quite honestly, wherever she is, I'd be fine if she just stayed there because I don't really.
In space.
I don't really want to see.
Frontier.
I don't really want to see her come back as an in-ring competitor. I'd prefer to just see her be the manager to Rusev.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen.
Because she's not really good in the ring.
No.
And she's not super entertaining.
No. I agree.
So, you know, I think that's just the best place for her.
Probably. I think having her as a manager type is probably better than like having her in the ring.
Oh my gosh. So, you know what I woke up to this morning on Twitter?
No.
Okay, so Andrade and Zelina. Not by much, James. Not by much. But this morning, I saw a video, and it was Andrade and Zelina Vega, and they were like, so, Becky and Seth, we want to put out a challenge to you to have a mixed matched tag team match with us. And I was like, yes. Yes. We're probably going to see this next week on Raw. I'm thoroughly excited.
Yeah.
Because yesterday, I was like, I want to see a mixed tag team match with them. I said Charlotte, and then I was like, but you know what? Zelina would be fine too, because that would go better with storyline. And then I was like, I woke up to it this morning, and I was like, yes.
Yes.
It's going to be a good match. And I was talking about wanting to see Zelina in the ring more, and I was like, yes.
Yes.
So, they accepted it through a tweet.
Yes.
Seth was like,
That's why it's going to be
I'm down.
It's going to be a dark match.
No, it isn't. Shh.
Okay, sorry.
They were like, Seth was like, I'm down. Becky, how about you? And Becky was like, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go rip some heads off, you know. Sounds fun. So
then
I'm excited. We're probably going to see that on Raw next week. And I'm thoroughly excited. Like, can't wait.
Yeah. Then we have Jazzy Gabert versus two locals.
once again, they did give their names. I just didn't write them down. It was pretty obvious Jazzy was going to win. She's a giant compared to both competitors. And so, Jazzy won.
Yeah.
Very obvious.
Yes, definitely.
Very obvious. I'd like to know where they're going with her. Because I think she could be a title shot contender.
I agree.
But I don't like that she's paired up with Ginny right now. I think they could go with Jazzy turns on Ginny or Ginny turns on Jazzy because of the fact that one or the other is getting more shots than they are. Or not. They could just keep them together. I mean, I don't know. But I would love to see Jazzy Gabert kind of throw Ginny around the ring.
Yeah, it'd be okay.
Just grab her by her face, shake her around like a rag doll, and throw her into the corner.
Yeah.
Because she's a twig compared to Jazzy.
Yeah.
So I could see them going that route.
They might.
But I feel, while she's with her, I don't like it very much. Not loving it.
Well, I don't know that you really see a whole lot of it.
Of what?
Of like them together. I mean, they've been in different matches over the last couple weeks, so it's not like they've totally been like working together.
What are you talking about? Are we watching the same thing?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're kind of wrong.
Okay.
Because they have been in matches with each other over the last several weeks.
They have been in some, but it hasn't been like, a constant, like, they had the Battle Royal.
They had the Battle Royal. They were in that together, obviously.
I mean,
that made sense. But they had a tag match together, and Ginny accompanies Jazzy every time she comes to the ring. And
she does,
I
but
just
it's not
don't
like,
love it.
The thing is it's not like they're tagging up every week.
No. I'm not meaning like I don't like the fact that they're like tagging together. I just don't like the Jazzy Ginny like duo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just don't love it.
Okay. That makes sense.
Not based on how many times they've been in the ring together. I just don't feel like they like mesh well together.
Yeah. Why would they mesh well together?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to see Jazzy Gabert on her own.
Yeah. Becky and Seth will destroy both of them. I hate Zelina and Andrade with every fiber of my being.
That's a little offensive, James. I like both teams. Becky and Seth will destroy them. But I like both teams. So that's a little insulting. Just a little bit.
James is just mad because he knows what's going to happen at Extreme Rules.
Whatever. And then you're going to be talking all about this. And watch. They're going to retain.
Okay.
And you're going to be feeling stupid for running your mouth every single time we stream leading up to Extreme Rules.
Yes, but look, I get the rant out of you when I do it.
Stop it. Okay, so you know what was confirmed today?
Dude, you're not in the camera.
Sorry. You know what was confirmed today?
What?
Maria is actually having a baby.
Okay.
So, where are they going with this from here? Are they still going to use it? And possibly pulling Seth in?
Told you what they were going to do.
I know what you told me they were going to do.
Which
but
is why
do you think with it actually being... They would still pull that into it? Or would they go a different route with it and not use Seth and Becky?
When she said she was pregnant the other day, you knew she was pregnant. It wasn't like it was a shock.
I mean, I wasn't shocked that it was real.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't have been shocked if it was fake.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the last match here.
Okay. It's true. It's true. It's totally true. That was kind of a Kurt Angle quote.
Yeah.
But not really.
Okay.
Because he said something else. Anyways, continue on. We had the tag team match to end the show. The Grizzled Young Veterans. Yeah, see? Don't say that. Grizzled Young Veterans versus Moustache, as he said, Mountain. for the tag titles. Now. I was kind of hoping that Moustache Mountain would take the titles from Grizzled Young Veterans. Can't speak. Because this will be the first time I've ever seen them defend their titles ever on TV, ever in the history of me ever watching NXT UK.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
So, that's a problem. I have a problem with that. So I kind of wanted the titles to be put on Moustache Mountain because at least I know that they're on TV almost every 2 weeks.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's Becky's baby.
That's the angle they're gonna take.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
That's why she's losing the title at Extreme Rules.
That's funny. So, I kind of wanted Moustache Mountain to win. Just a small little piece of me that was like, I'd like to see the titles on TV every week or so. You know?
Well,
Because, like, they're not using Grizzled Young Veterans. And
Well,
I feel
that's what I
like
was
they're
gonna
not
say.
over with the crowd at all.
It's hard to get over with the crowd when you aren't the one that's mainly being put out there.
I know, that's the sad thing. It's like, because I feel like I don't know. They're being portrayed as the heels.
Mm-hmm.
They're not over with the crowd at all. They're not even, like, getting booed.
No.
And so, like, I don't know. I feel like you almost have to put the titles on someone else if you want to have the titles used in some capacity. Because right now with them on the Grizzled Young Veterans, I'm not loving them.
No.
So,
I think eventually they will, like, here sometime soon, it's going to change hands. It's just a matter of who.
yeah. I would have loved for it to be Moustache Mountain.
Yeah, I would have, it would have been cool if it was Moustache Mountain.
But it wasn't because the match ended in disqualification after Imperium came out and attacked Moustache Mountain.
Yes.
They didn't even go for the Grizzled Young Veterans at all. Well, this is because this is the continued storyline from several weeks ago.
Yeah, so we're setting up, something here.
So they start by attacking him, and Tyler Bate is on the floor, and Trent Seven is in the ring. I'm so shocked I remember that guy's name because I always forget Trent Seven's name.
Yes.
Always.
You do.
Always. I'm always like, Tyler
What's that
Bate
guy's name?
and the other dude. I can't think what his name is. Trent Seven. I have figured it out. That's who it is. So he was in the ring, and then they pull out handcuffs, and at first I was kind of like, why do we need these? What are we doing? So they handcuffed him to the bottom rope, and then Walter on the outside picked up Tyler Bate and threw him into the ring apron. So, he like back bounced off of it. Looked like it hurt. He did that about 3 times, and then he threw him into the pole. And then dude was left handcuffed to the ring, and Tyler Bate was on the floor laying there, and Imperium was like...
Yeah.
And so, yeah. That was a segment.
Yeah. Overall, I thought NXT UK was okay.
I thought NXT UK was better than NXT.
It was.
So.
I mean, it
that's
seems
just life.
like they're kind of in a down period on both
They kind of are.
shows.
I think they're trying to, well, I don't really know what they're trying to do with NXT UK because they have the takeover thing in August 31st, I think.
Yeah.
And then they have takeover Toronto, I think. August 6th. Don't quote me on that.
Yes.
I might be wrong. Some weekend in August. It's like one of the first weekends. And so I don't know. I'm going to look that up. Did you want to talk about AEW for a minute?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, go ahead while I look up the dates.
I saw on Twitter where
August 3rd?
it's Fyter Fest, right? It's the next one.
August 3rd. Might be when the
Yeah.
pay-per-view is. It's one of the first weekends in
Fyter Fest,
it's the 13th.
the 13th, is
Same weekend as Extreme Rules.
going to be free on the
week.
BR app again.
Woo-hoo-hoo, guys. You don't have to pay for it. I'm excited. So far, it's shaping up to be a decent card,
All except
I
for
think.
those of you that are in other countries. I feel bad for you.
That'd be
Because,
Colin.
all except for Colin. I'm sorry. that you have to pay for it.
I'm going to pay for it again.
Get a VPN and see if you can, like, you know, download the app and watch it for free.
Yeah. Let me find the,
I like trolling about Becky.
let me find the thing about AEW real quick, because there was another match that was announced.
For Fyter Fest?
For Fight for the Fallen. It's Fight for the Fallen, not Fyter Fest. Fyter Fest was last weekend.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Fight for the Fallen.
Fight for the Fallen. That's what it's
I
called.
think it's stupid to have the same, like, first word in the title.
Of both.
Yeah.
Let me find it. Where is it? It's on here somewhere. It's like down the line here. I think it was a match that was announced. Okay, so wait. So right now we have Young Bucks versus Cody and Dustin. Kenny Omega versus Chima. Brandy versus Allie. I saw somewhere that there was going to be a match.
There's going to be lots of matches.
No, MJF. He put a tweet out.
Oh. Well, then look up MJF.
And it might not be confirmed yet.
Or is that for the next pay-per-view?
No, it's for this one. Let me go to MJF. Okay, Maxwell. Thank you. He doesn't go by MJF. I saw this. If I don't see Kylie Ray, I refuse to watch. That's why you come here after. Jeez. So I saw this photo. Now, whether it's actually confirmed or not, I don't know, because he was like, seriously. So I'm kind of assuming that it's an actual match, and he's kind of like, what is this nonsense? And it would be Jimmy Havoc versus Darby Allin versus Joey Janela versus Shawn Spears versus Sammy Guevara
Yes.
versus MJF. I think. Because I don't think it's a 6-man tag match.
Well,
So,
yeah, I haven't seen Moxley announced for this, have you?
no.
Yeah. Maybe he's not doing this one.
Chris Jericho's supposed to be there. He said he was going to be.
Yeah.
He said he's not going to Fyter Fest, but he will be at Fight for the Fallen.
Yes.
Oh!
Is-
No, it is! It is! It says Darby Allin, Joey Janela, and Jimmy Havoc against MJF, Shawn Spears, and Sammy Guevara.
So it's a 6-man tag.
Interesting. Well,
That's the one that's in Chicago, right?
what?
Is Fight for the Fallen the one in Chicago?
No, that's all out.
Oh. My bad.
We have another month to get through.
They've had so many pay-per-views in the last, 4 weeks.
Their pay-per-views,
Or
these two
free-per-views.
pay-per-views are literally 2 weeks apart.
Yeah.
Like their last one with this one.
I think it's more just a show.
Trying to
than-
get out there.
Well, I think it's more just a show since they're not making us pay for it.
Yeah.
It's like having a weekly show.
Yeah.
Only they named it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw that too.
All right.
But I'm curious to see what Jericho's doing.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see.
Maybe we get Jericho versus Moxley.
Possibly.
Because
No,
they
I don't think so.
Well, they had an interaction at what's it called? All Out.
Yeah.
All In.
I don't know.
All In.
I-
It's All In, isn't it?
yeah.
And the next one is All Out.
Yeah.
I think so. Man, their names are so similar.
Yeah.
But he got DDT'd by Moxley.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of thinking, because Kenny Omega versus John Moxley was announced for All Out,
Yeah.
and so wouldn't Jericho versus Moxley make sense for this pay-per-view, because they had their interaction there too,
Possibly.
and he had a little video with Janela, which is why they had the match at Fyter Fest.
Yeah.
So I think to get Jericho on the card, they're both big names. I think
Yeah.
it'd be a fun match.
I do too.
So, I mean, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Because I think they're probably going to put Moxley on the card somewhere.
Probably.
He's one of the
I
big
agree.
draws right now.
Yeah.
And with Jericho saying he's going to be there, I think it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
So,
I think with that, I think that we've pretty much covered NXT, NXT UK, gave you some
Even
information
AEW.
on AEW. We will be back Monday with our After Raw show.
hopefully it's another explosive show.
Yes.
Here's an idea. Put your title on the line Monday night. I don't think so. There's nothing to put it on the line for. I'll be defending my title in about a week. Once, not twice, people.
Yes.
Once.
She doesn't like it.
No, because you said we're not doing predictions for AEW until they have weekly programming.
Yes, I did.
So you dug yourself into a hole there.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. All right, with that, we are out of here. We'll be back Monday after Raw. Hopefully it's another good one.
Gonna lose it. Whatever, Anthony.
Definitely gonna lose it.
I am not. I'm gonna retain it, and I'm gonna shock the world, and I'm gonna be champ for another pay-per-view, and then I'm gonna, guess what? I'm gonna retain it at SummerSlam too.
Yeah, we'll see.
But I also have to get through TakeOver, so I gotta retain it at TakeOver, and then I gotta retain it at SummerSlam.
Yeah. With that, we're out of
Just
here. We'll be back.
A PSA, public service announcement.
We will be back Monday after Raw. Keep in mind, we stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after SmackDown, every Wednesday after NXT, after every pay-per-view, and we also
Whatever,
have,
I'm not a coward.
we also have special streams
I'm not a coward.
throughout the week, possibly, if there's news or information, prediction shows. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell button so you know when we go live, and tell all your friends about us so they can come check us out. With that,
We will be back Monday.
are back Monday.
Hopefully it's explosive.
Happy 4th. Enjoy yourself. We just had fireworks going off in our background because
Pretty
down
much
the road
whole
there's
stream.
there's just down the street they had big fireworks going off. So with that, we're out of here. Peace out.